Thank you ever so much for coming on the call, girls. And you are, I can say girls. We're encouraged these days to say people, because we do have male consultants. We don't have that many, but we do have a few, and we have some really good ones as well. But you guys are all girls on here, so I can say hello, girls. Thank you for joining me this evening. My name's Kay. I'm regional manager of Region Rainbow, and you, apart from Eureka, I think you've all got somebody else in between. So you've got another leader in between you and I. So hopefully you've been added to a team chat. So hopefully, if you have any questions and stuff, you know where to go. So Stacey, I know who you are. The others I don't, and Eureka, I know who you are. The others I don't know so well. So who's joined so recently they haven't even got their kit yet? If you haven't got your camera on or you can't talk, do feel free to use the chat. That's absolutely fine. So Stacey, you've obviously got your kit, you've got started. I know Eureka has too. Isabel, Amy and Sabina. Sabina, you said you've got your kit.
I've got my kit, yeah.
Brilliant.
I've got my son who wants to buy something, but
excellent.
I need to... Sorry?
I said excellent, brilliant.
Yeah, and he wants to, so I need to know how to use the pads and how to actually go through.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Amy says her kit arrived this weekend, so that's brilliant. And Isabel, have you got your kit?
Yes, it arrived this morning, and I think my video stopped for some reason, so I'll try and sort it out.
Okay, yeah, no, if you can, that'd be fab. Yeah, we'd love to be able to see you. It's so much nicer to be able to see everybody and smile at you and have you look back at me. Yeah, so once you've got your kit, it's really important to use your kit to its best advantage. There she is again. To use your kit to its best advantage. So one of the things you do straight away is, if you've only just got your kit, is do an unboxing into your group. Have you all set up a group? Did you all set up a customer group? Okay, you don't have to. You can do everything onto your Facebook profile or wherever you like. I love Amy's now using the electronic thumbs up. That's brilliant. You can do it straight onto your profile if you prefer. Most of us do use a group. Sort of historically, it's the way we've done it, but you don't have to. And Eureka has a group, yes. So it's a really good idea if you've just got your kit to show everybody. And you can do that in real life as well, not just on social media. You can show them in real life. So, you know, if you've got people who are local to you, say, oh, come and have a sniff of the stuff in my kit, come on, have a play with everything, because it's once you start sharing that and showing people what you got in your kit that other people get excited about it too. And you never know, it might even lead to you getting your level 4 of success start, because somebody might join the business as well. And quite often we forget about the idea of sponsoring in those very early days because it just hasn't hit your radar yet. But I'm here to tell you, let it hit your radar as soon as possible, because it's one of the most rewarding things to do in the business is helping other people to do the same thing. And it's lovely to do it with a buddy. So show everybody what you got in your kit. If you've got people who are local, get them to come around and have a play with it. Don't be precious about it, because you will get lots of products in the future, don't you worry. So do let them have a fiddle with the kit and see what they like about it and stuff, and share it. And if you're going to start using some of the products that you've never used before, so for instance, I've got here the Drops of Youth Concentrate. This is actually the larger size bottle because I get through it by the gallon. The Drops of Youth Concentrate was the reason I joined this business. I went into one of the stores 6 years ago, and I saw this product and I tried it and I really liked it. I liked the smell of it, I liked the feel of it, I liked the promise of it, what it could hopefully do for me. I'm 58 now, so I was 52 then.
Really young.
You what, sorry?
You look very young.
Oh, thanks. And I thought, no, I really, really want that. And at the time, it was £26. They didn't used to have discounts on the premium range, so it was £26. I looked at it and thought, I'm not spending £26 on me. So I didn't buy it, even though I liked it. And then I saw on Facebook, I saw somebody advertise the kit and it had the Drops of Youth Concentrate on it. And like it is right now, it was a £30 joining offer. So I joined just to get this. And of course you get this and a whole load of other stuff in the kit. And I loved it. I already used the hemp hand cream. I love body butters and some of the other things I'd never tried. And I really, really like that. Never tried Instablur. Have you tried it yet? I'll talk about it in a minute. It's amazing. I love it now, 6 years on nearly. I still love this product a bit. So I buy the big bottle, and I usually get it with free shopping, and I'll talk about that later on as well.
Use, hey?
Yeah, sorry?
How is it? Is it just at night time you put it on? Or...
Whenever you want. I use it twice a day. Every time I wash my face.
Is it just like rubbing it into the face?
Well, technically, what you're told to do, that when I first joined and we were given skincare training, what we were told to do was put a couple of drops on your hand and then apply it to your areas of concern. I'm 50, well, I was in my 50s even then. Shall I show you what I do with it? I get about probably, it's quite hard to say in drops with this because it's very thick. I'm sure you've probably all tried it. So that's 2 drops there, plus the drop I already picked up. I do that and I press it into my whole face because for me, my whole face and neck are my areas of concern.
Yeah.
I don't have any areas that I'm not concerned about. So that's what I do with it. And then because it's not a moisturizer, follow it up with some sort of moisturizer because it actually slightly tightens your skin. If you that you've got in your kit, so you'll have played with it. But in fact, the sorry, I'm looking for it. This product is the other product. You don't get this in your kit, so this will be one to get with your next lot of free shopping when you get that. I love this. It's amazing. This is the eye concentrate, and Irisa says she's 27, she's already using it. That's actually the ideal time to start using it. This one, you squeeze a tiny bit out and then you go around your eyes. And a few minutes after using it, I can feel the skin sort of tighten. And I think of it as like taking up the slack. And for me, I think it's brilliant. I love it. So I just love the drops I use. I think it's one of the best ranges. It contains plant stem cells, so it helps to renew your skin. But I'm not going to give you loads and loads of product information because that is all available, and I'm going to show you where. So what I want you to do is make sure you share your kit. If you're going to start using the Drops Use Concentrate, for instance, or any other product, and you've not used it in the past, shall I tell you what's a really good thing to do? Take before and after photos, because if you have fantastic results from it, you'll kick yourself if you didn't take before and afters. You'll think, why did I never do that? When I first started using the Oils of Life, which is another, I use that at night, I love that as well. When I first started using that, where I really saw the difference, it's a bit weird, but when I did it just now with Drops Use Concentrate, when I put some on my face, if there's any left on my hands, I always put it on the backs of my hands because I'm not going to waste it. It's 28 quid a bottle. So I always press it into the backs of my hands. And when I
do that with the Drops of Use as well, sorry. Yeah.
When I first started using the Oils of Life, you know, which was probably about 4 years ago, that's where I noticed the difference. And backs of my hand, because I used to look like a crocodile. Because I'm out in the fresh air a lot. I live in the New Forest, I walk a lot, and the backs of my hands were terribly dry and sort of scaly. And it was after a few weeks I noticed the difference, and I thought, why did I not take before and after pictures? So it's whether I'm prepared to stop doing it for a year or a couple of months so I can take before pictures again. I'm not really, no. But there are lots of other before and afters out there, but there's nothing quite like pictures with your face in it, because your customers know what you look like, and your friends know what you look like, and if you're able to show them an amazing picture of what it's done for you, it's really going to help you. Some products you can show instantly what they do, others you can't, and this is one of the ones you can't. You can't put a few drops of that and go, wow, look at the difference on my face, because it doesn't work like that. It's going to take a few weeks to take effect. Your skin takes about 28 days to renew. For me, longer because I'm older. So you know, it's going to take a while for those effects to show. So it's really worth taking those photographs. And on Region Rainbow, which I hope you've all been using, and I'm going to go there now. I've just got to find how to find it. Okay. So I'm hoping you're now seeing Region Rainbow, yeah? Yeah, thank you. So in here we have so much stuff. I'm sure you've probably all looked at this and thought, oh, it's an awful lot of notifications. Don't worry about it. Just get with it and just, you know, take what you need from it. It's an amazing resource. And one of the things that you get in here is, I'm on a PC. On your phone, it's also over on the right hand side, media. Can you see media there? And we have masses and masses of photographs and albums. Best way to do it is to go into albums because they're grouped. And this one here, can you see it's called before and after pics? It is, there's 65 really good before and afters in here. This one here is Nicola Martin. That is her demonstration of the Drops Use Concentrate when she first started using it. Pretty powerful, isn't it? Isn't that amazing? Totally worth you printing that out in colour. Or do what I did, use Snapfish. You get, I think it's 30 free prints a month. cost you £1.99 or something to have them delivered. So get you 30 prints. I had a whole load of these printed and a few of the other before and afters. They're fantastic to have in your bag because then people can see what that product does. So that's the Drops of Youth Concentrate. And all of the pictures on here, I'm hoping you can see it. Can you see it? It says here, Drops of Youth Concentrate, Nicola's forehead. And if you were to scroll through, so that is Instablur. That's in your kit as well. So you can have a play with Instablur. That's my nose before and after. Now I took that about 2 or 3 years ago. It's not a filter. That is absolutely my nose before and after. And I remember when I took that and I looked at the pictures and collaged them together and I thought, ye gods, I am never leaving the house without putting that on. Look at the difference to my nose. You can like count the pores. That product, as I say, you've got in your kit. I like it so much, I've got one in my drawer. So that's what it looks like. And you can try this. As soon as this call ends, go and try this, either on your nose, as I've shown there, or a great way to demonstrate this on other people, if you don't want to put it on their nose, is put a little bit, where's the camera? So I'll stop sharing for a second because I can't see properly. Put a little bit on the webby bit of one hand. So I'll just squirt some out. So I put a little tiny blob on the webby bit of just one hand and rub it in. You can all try this after this call, okay? It works really well on me because I'm older. Rub that in there, because you've got little lines there, and then compare the two hands. And it's going to be really hard for me to hold my hands up at the right angle, but you're going to be able to do this after the call, okay? You're going to go and do it and you'll be able to see it for yourself. And I can tell you, because I can see it up close, you can absolutely see the difference. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on Zoom, to be honest. So that's the one with, and that's the one without. It's impossible for you. Can you see the lines on that one? And you can't see them on the other hand, but go and do it yourself on your hand afterwards. And it will do the same thing to the lines around your eyes. It's an amazing product. And it's one of those ones that you can say, right, do you want to see this product, how it works? And you can actually show somebody on the spot that it works. You can prove it works. So it's a great one. Tell you another really good thing about Instablur. It's tiny. You can stick it in your handbag and take it everywhere. It doesn't weigh anything or almost nothing. So it's a really, really good one to have because people are usually blown away by it. It's pretty amazing. And another one that's really, really good for, which you don't get in your kit, but you can get for free in your Success Start, is the peel. I'm holding it like this because this is one of the old ones where it used to be a taller bottle. I'm still going through this one. It lasts forever, which is, I think, why they made the bottle smaller, because they last so long that it goes gloopy. But the bottle is now 100 mils instead of 145, so it's about that tall. So that we have 3 peels. They all do the same thing. If you like bottles that match, then you go for the green one. Actually, my favorite is the vitamin C one, partly because I love the orangey smell and partly because all of the vitamin C range say on them, I don't know if you can read that on there. If you've got anything vitamin C, it says it's for grumpy skin, and that just resonates with me. I love that. It's for grumpy skin. Who doesn't have grumpy skin? So, but they all do the same thing. So you just pick the one you like best. They belong to different skincare ranges. So the Drops of Youth Concentrate has plant stem cell extracts. It also has hyaluronic acid, which I'm sure you've heard of. You all heard of hyaluronic acid? Hyaluronic acid is this amazing thing. I don't know what the right word is. This amazing ingredient that helps your skin to retain 1,000 times more moisture than, I don't know the exact number, but a lot more moisture than it does otherwise. So it's great. The vitamin C one, the vitamin C range has camu berry in. So good it named it twice. And that's a one of the antioxidants. Vitamins, there's massive. You think it's oranges because it smells of oranges. It's not. It's camu berry. It's one of our community fair trade products, and it smells of oranges, but it's got far more vitamin C in it. And vitamin C is one of the antioxidants, and it stops or helps to prevent the damage caused by pollution and free radicals in the environment. So, and the other one is a white one called the Drops of Light, and that has red algae in it, which helps with patchy pigmentation. You don't need to remember all of this. It's in the catalogue. It's on the website. It's on Rainbow. Don't worry. You can find this information again. And there's loads of skincare trainings out there as well. So it doesn't matter which one you get. But what it does, have you all tried the peel? Is there anybody who's never tried the peel? You have, Stacey. You have, Isabel. Okay. Have you tried it, Sabina? Yeah, I'm sure you have. So the way to demonstrate this, I think, the nicest way to demonstrate this is on somebody's hand. We use hands a lot. It is for the face. Most of the things we demonstrate skincare stuff is for the face, but you can demonstrate it on the hand. And you put a little bit on, and then you get 2 fingers. It's always best to put it on somebody's left hand if they're right-handed. So say to them, which is your dominant hand? Most people it's their right, so you put it on their left, because then they can get really good action, get 2 fingers and do little circles, and immediately, and I've put way too much on for a little bit of hand, but immediately you get chunks of dead skin. That's my dead skin. So I've got some on my fingers and some still on my hand. That's just a little patch on my hand. It's going to do that to your face. And does anybody know or want to guess where the most impressive place to use the peel is? Have a guess. No, it's for the face, but the most impressive. Pardon?
Forehead.
Somewhere else on the body. It's
Neck.
not rude. It's your feet. It is just crazy. Seriously, you have got to try it on your feet. You need to do it like over a sheet of tarpaulin or in the garden, because there's great big bits coming. It's minging, but in a really, really satisfying way. It's fantastic. You have to try it. And this is another product that you can go to somebody and show them just on their hand. They haven't got to get their feet out necessarily. You can show them on their hand and they'll go, oh, is that really my dead? It really is their dead skin. There's no bits in it. It's just enzymes. So it's really gentle, suitable for most sensitive skins, and it just takes off that dead skin. It won't remove any live skin. It's not going to make a hole in your skin or anything. It's a really gentle way of exfoliating. And you need to exfoliate, because anything you put on your face only goes as far as what's stopping it. So if you've got loads of dead skin, it's not going to penetrate. It's the same with things like, there's lots more skin. I'm not going to spend all evening talking skincare, but there's lots of skincare available. If you just put a cream on, and so many people do that, just use a cream, it's almost just cosmetic, because you put a cream on to really dry skin that's not been cared for, it was like stick the flaky bits back down. But it's not going in. In order to go in, you need a concentrate stroke serum or an essence, or ideally both, because if you've ever seen, again, there's pictures out there of using an essence on a sponge, and you put some moisturizing cream on part of the sponge that hasn't been essenced or serumed, and you put some cream on the bit that has been, and you can see how the serum sinks much better in, sorry, the cream sinks much better in where the serum or essence has been. It just is an astonishing difference. It's amazing. So I'm going to quickly show you a few more of those before and after, just so you know what a brilliant resource this is, these pictures in rainbow. So that's the Instablur. It's a really good one. But do you know what? If you can, take a picture like that of your nose. You are welcome to use every picture, every post that's in Region Rainbow. They're all for you. That's what they're for. But if you put a picture of my nose, it's not as impressive as if it's your nose. These very close ones, to be honest, people can't really tell who it's of anyway. But if you can take good pictures of you, that's so much more effective. So with the Drops Heals Concentrate, as I say, take a picture before. Try and take a picture against a plain background in good natural lighting, and then a few days later get in the same position in the same time of day and take another picture. What you don't want is the first picture is with your head like this, and the next time you picture your head's like that, because people are going, I can't really see the difference. Your head's in a different position, the lighting's different. It's just not as convincing as if you've taken the time and trouble to take it against a plain background at the same time of day against natural lighting, and they can actually see the difference. If you don't see a great difference on your face, do you know what? Use the photos that are already there. Or if you've already started using it, it's too late to take a before picture, then use the pictures that are already there. But for other things, where you can, always try and use your face, because people know that that's you. That's Laura, who's another regional manager in my business, using the Dropsy roller that I just showed you, the eye roller, and she applied. See, I couldn't do this, my OCD wouldn't let me, but can you see which eye she has applied it to for 10 days? Yeah, and so can your customers. And if you, again, it's a product I love, but I can't say to somebody, watch everybody, okay, oh wow, look at the difference, because it doesn't work like that. It takes consistent skincare for a while for it to see a difference. So Laura was happy to actually use it on one eye for, I think it was 10 days, it might have been 14 days, and unfortunately I haven't put it on here. And you can totally see the difference. And then she had to do the other eye. to bring them back to normal. But you can absolutely see the difference. And I know Laura very well. I'm sharing a room with her on Saturday night. This really was her result. There's no filtering, there's no editing of the photo. That really is her result. It's amazing. But if you can get that result, people are going to know that's your face. So again, if you can, we've got all sorts here. So that is Carol's boobs, it's known as. In fact, I've even got it up here. Look, Carol's boobs. That's the Eels of Life demonstrated on the chest. It's for your face, but in actual fact, when you do skincare, it's a really good idea to bring your skincare down to your décolletage, because this whole area is one of the first places to show signs of aging. Unlike, you know, Cliff Richard, you seen him lately? Good face. He's had work done. Neck like a turkey, seriously. Carry your skincare on down because you will show benefit from it. So that's a really good picture as well, which took time to do. That's somebody using, that's Emma Legg, another RM, using the peel, and you can see where she's, I think she was sunburnt, to be fair. So she's taken off all the dead skin from the sunburn. Somebody using the Drops of Youth eye mask. There's just masses of them in here. Fresh Nude Concealer, there's a good one of mine for the Fresh Nude Concealer here somewhere. Where is it? Bear with. Makes good TV, doesn't it? Just scrolling. But you can see there's, as I'm going past, you can see there's lots of other really useful pictures as well. Anybody see my eyes with the how odd? I know it's in here somewhere. That's the Himalayan charcoal mask, which is, can you see that it has helped clear some of this black? It's amazing. The other one that's really good for that is microdermabrasion. There we go. That's the Fresh Nude Concealer. Look at the difference. And again, it's my eyes taken really, really close up, and I can put that on my group and people know that's actually my eyes. And you could definitely all do that one, because that actually is instant. So you can put that concealer under, you know, if you've got spots, you can put it on blemishes on your face. I chose it because I've always got terrible shadows under my eyes. So I chose to put it under my eyes because it's an area I'm concerned about. And you can totally see that it's made me look way more awakened and less old and tired. So have a scroll through these. There's masses of really, really useful stuff in these albums. So that's the before and after album. There are other albums that you'll find useful as well. If you want to share pictures of the kit, for somebody who said, oh, I might be interested. Look, can you see this one? Recruitment stroke sponsoring and starter kit. Lots of beautiful photos. You'll find the most recent ones at the end. So the most recent kit will be, there you go, that's the most recent. That's a picture of Beth. I think that's the kit that you probably all received. If you've joined in the last week or so, you probably got an extra face mask and a face mask brush as well, because they were shoving those in the kits as an extra lovely surprise. There's the Himalayan charcoal mask that we saw somebody in their nose. You probably all got that. It sometimes varies, but you probably all got that one. There's the Insta Blur. This is great as well. The BB cream, it's fantastic. They need to take that out because that's being discontinued. That perfume. Yeah, so lots of lovely resources in there. I'm going to stop share again. So fill your boots with those, take prints of them, you know, just go and cut and paste them into your group or onto your profile or into a WhatsApp or whatever it is you're using, and show people how amazing the products are. Because if you just put lots of sales posts up, if you put in your group, if you just put a whole succession of this is such and such price, and this one's in the sale, and this one's got 30% off, this one, you know, it's boring, and people won't stay in your group because they don't want to be just sold at. They want to connect with you. What you have to remember is that you are the difference between Body Shop at Home and bodyshop.com or the store. It's you, your personality, the fact they make connection with you, the fact that you can show them what you can give them your honest opinion and stuff. Don't be afraid to say that you didn't like something. See, for instance, I don't like anything that smells of rose. It's just not my cup of tea. So I will honestly say, okay, so the rose face mist is amazing for flyaway hairs. It's not what it's for, but if you search in Region Rainbow for product hacks, that sort of thing comes up, by the way. It's brilliant. But I hate the smell of rose, but I'll still use it because I don't hate it. I dislike the smell of rose, but I'll use it because I've got curly hair and I have a lot of flyaway hairs, as you can probably see. So be honest about stuff, because if you say everything's amazing, people are going to think, oh, she's paid to say that, isn't she? Be honest and real with your audience, so your Facebook group or your Facebook friends or your Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is you're using, and also in real life. Who here has decided to do a launch party, or who's already done a launch party?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking of it, Sabina. Brilliant. And you know why you're thinking of it? Because you've done Body Shop before, and it's what we used to do. We used to party. I still party.
Do it with my daughter then, because I don't know what she did, that it didn't work. But I was talking to my sister-in-law, so we're going to probably get a few people round.
Do it. There's nothing quite like actually smelling, touching, using the products. And when you do a party, again, there's loads of training about it, and I'll show you where that is in a minute, where you can have a look through. Don't take box loads of stuff, because if you give people, it's like I was saying about these peels. When they first came out, I used to display all 3 peels. Nobody bought them. Just take one, everybody will buy one. Because especially people who've never seen it in action before, they'll go, wow, that's amazing. Okay, how much is that? And you talk about how much it is and how they can get it for free by hosting their own party, because we get host rewards. Have you seen the host rewards? So the host gets £25 of free shopping. You pay 10% towards that, just so you're not shocked the first time you do it. At the moment, it's £50 of free shopping, because we're in a double host rewards until the 17th. So if you are going to throw your launch party, do it before the 17th. In fact, do it by the 16th, so you've got a day to put your order on. Because the first time you put a party order on, you're like, oh, how do I get this to close? Honestly, the first time I put a party order on, it took me about 2 hours. Sorry?
Is that this month, January?
Yeah, January. So we've got masses of, we've got a sale on at the moment, which ends on the 17th. Just remember the 17th, everything. We've got the £30 joining offer, ends on the 17th. We've got 20% off makeup. Ends on the 17th, and the double host rewards ends on the 17th. So if you're ever wondering, I have like an overall post. I'm going to go back into Rainbow and just go back to out of the albums. So in Region Rainbow, the pinned post at the top is like an update post. I'm occasionally behind, something new comes out and I forget until tomorrow, sort of thing, but there you go. 1st to the 17th, join the business for just £30. The 4th to the 31st, this applies to a lot of you. Enhanced Success Start, achieve your Success Start in January, get extra stuff, get branded stuff. There's a lanyard, a branded bottle, a branded apron, which is amazing for wearing events, and the trolley bag, which has not been available. And right now you're thinking, do I want a trolley bag? Trust me when I tell you, you really want the trolley bag. The trolley bag's amazing. When I have spares, I occasionally earn them for other things, like they put incentives on, I earn them, and I always auction them off for our charity, Children on the Edge, and I get anything up to about £90 for a trolley bag. Trust me when I tell you, you want the trolley bag. And that's
success. How much is that kit for? The one you're talking about?
They're free. You get them by achieving your Success Start. We'll look at Success Start in a second. So all those extras, they're free.
Okay.
There's like another 300 and odd quid's worth of stuff you can have for free, but you need to get on it and do it's in your first 28 days. So you have 28 days from when you join to achieve these things, and there's a shed load of free stuff. It's amazing. There you go, the double host rewards, January sale. There's lots of sales posts available. The consultant rewards also includes a wheelie bag, so you could potentially achieve 2 of them. And promote to manager, and there's an extra £250 at the moment. If you're interested in climbing the career ladder, let me know sooner rather than later. I run leader in training groups, and there's no you don't have to have been in the business for a certain length of time before going for it. If you want to become a leader, do you know what, the sooner you do it, the more you earn. In fact, the bonuses for promoting through the career plan fast are crazy, stupid bonuses. You can earn, if you promote the whole way through the career plan in your first 2 years, £78,500. I mean, we are talking life-changing, go and buy a house kind of money. And I think when they put this into the career plan in 2016, they didn't actually think anybody was going to do it. Loads of people have done it. Lindsay McDade, who joined at the same time as me, did it. She got, in fact, she missed the first one, so she ended up with 78,000. She missed the first 500. The bonuses are ridiculous. But even if you don't do it fast, when I promoted to SRM, Senior Regional Manager, the year before last, I got £10,000, and it took me, you know, four and a bit years to do it. So but if I'd done it really fast, if I'd done it within 2 years, I've got £50,000 for that one. It's all right, isn't it? Definitely something worth thinking about. There are also trips and stuff. I've been to Barbados and St. Lucia. I won the trips to Singapore and Malta, but COVID got in the way. However, we did get a financial payout instead. I got the trip to Edinburgh, which was amazing. In fact, I think I enjoyed that as much as Barbados. It was brilliant. We went and tossed the caber and did off-road driving. I went on speedboats, and it was just crazy bonkers, amazing. So there's a trip to Sicily coming up, which you could all qualify for. So we don't know the criteria yet, but as soon as we do, you need to get on that, see if you can achieve it. The Body Shop at Home is, can you tell I'm quite enthusiastic about it? When I joined for this bottle of stuff and I didn't intend to do anything. And then I put one post on my Facebook saying, I've just joined Body Shop at Home. Is anybody interested in having a party? And one person said yes. And I went and did her party, and I did £425 worth of sales, and I earned over £100. At that point in my life, I was earning about £150 a week, so £600 a month. And this was an extra week's pay almost that I'd earned in one evening. And I made a decision then and there that I was going to do at least 2 parties a month, because it made a massive difference to my income. And I have done ever since. I always party. I still much prefer partying to doing Facebook. Facebook bores me, but I love doing parties. So I will go and do a party, and the average sales from a party is about 300, way more before Christmas. Before Christmas, you're talking anything up to about £1,000. It's amazing. I find for 2.5 hours of, you know, sitting in somebody else's house, drinking their coffee, occasionally Prosecco, depending where they live, and eating their cake, I get paid really good money, and I enjoy it. And it's a really good way of getting bookings, and also getting people to join your team if that's what you're interested in doing. So do seriously consider having a launch party, an actual in-person party. If for some reason you can't have an actual in-person party, then do one online, and your leader or I will happily join you on that and help you out with it. You know, obviously we have to find a convenient time that suits everybody, but we'll happily help you with that. And come online and do part or all of the party with you. If somebody lives close enough to their leader, they'll come around to your house and do it with you. But these days, everybody's so far flung. You know, back in the day, you join somebody who lived local. It's not like that anymore. In fact, we're even losing the title regional managers, because it's meaningless now. I've got people in Shetland, in the Channel Islands, in Ireland, all over the place. So you know, we're spread out now, because most of the training's done virtually. So it doesn't make any difference. But definitely think about doing a launch party. You'll probably be nervous. You'll be thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can have people in my house. My house is a mess, or I've got 42 rescue dogs, or I need to tidy my sock drawer, or whatever your excuse is. Know that it is an excuse. And if you really don't want to do it, then don't do it. It's entirely up to you. But you will thank me for it if you do it, because it's definitely the easiest and fastest way to earn money in this job is to actually get a bunch of probably women, I'm not being sexist here, but probably women are all round a table playing with the products. You talk to them about what you know, you tell them that you don't know the stuff you don't know, particularly as a very new person. Just say, oh, I don't know that one, I'll find that out. Or this is my first party, be kind to me. Everything you need to know is available to you if you're prepared to do the reading and the watching, because we have so much training available. And I'm going to quickly go and show you some of that. Well, probably not quickly. So going back into Region Rainbow, most of the stuff I'm going to show you is in Region Rainbow, because it's taken me the last couple of years to build this up, and we pretty much cover everything. So again, whether you're on a PC, laptop or phone, at the top of the screen, you will see this guides. Now, you've probably all looked at the first guide, because you will all have been tagged by somebody in the first guide. Do you all remember being tagged in the first guide? It's this one. So the first guide in guide 1 has disappeared. Okay, there was a post in here entitled "What to do while you wait for your kit," and it's gone. Somebody's accidentally deleted it, I think, so I will have to recreate that one. So yeah, there should be an extra one in here, but even without it, do have a look through, and you'll see that there's massive help. So it's saying message your friends and family to tell you you've joined, because if you don't tell people, they don't know. How can they help you? Some of them will ignore you. Others will go, oh, that's amazing, I love Body Shop. And I'm not going to read through all this because there's masses of it, but do go and have a look at it. And, you know, anytime you've got 10 minutes spare, go and read one of these guides, because they're really helpful. Securing your first 4 parties. Succeeding, this is what I talked about, Success Start. So here's a picture of this is probably not the most up-to-date picture. It's not 2 peels, I think it's 4 body butters at the moment. So if you go on to Be Inspired, this website that you've been sent the link for, you can find it all in here, and it's under promotions, consultant promotions. And if you have a look in here, you will find the most recent picture of what's in the Success Start. So you see that? And there's a whole guide about it if you want to read it as well. And that's what's currently in it. So you've got the Drops of Youth, essence, and I'm thinking that's probably the eye cream, the Oils of Life stuff, some spa stuff, that'll be changing because that's going as well. Appeal, but good to know. Some makeup, Oils of Life, that's what that is back there. Some more Drops of Youth and some body butters. And at the moment, level 4, you can get the wheelie bag. So definitely worth trying to do these. I was leading on from something, wasn't I? What was I saying? Oh yeah, about that. So keep going through these guides and you'll find this is the guide 1 is all about how to start building your orders to 150. It's really important. When you first join, you will probably have put on an order to get the first few things, because you're thinking, oh, I might as well get a few things for me because I've got 25% cash back now. And I don't blame you at all. Everybody does it. But most of the time you are better off to gather your orders up to at least 150. If you had 150 of orders right now, you could go and put them on as a party. I know it may not have been a party, but you put it on as a party order and you get £50 free shopping. Why would you put that on as a sales order? You'd be mad. And this is how the host rewards build. So when you get party value of 150, it's £25 of free. Can you see how this follows along? They put the biggest one first. It's a psychological thing. So it's on a 150, you get £25 free, but at the moment it's 50 because we're in the double. And these are some suggestions of what you might want to buy with your £25. And that's all you get. Once it gets to 230, which is only £80 more, you start getting your 25 or right now £50 of free shopping. And then you also get up to £75 worth with 70% off. And it goes up and up and up. So on a 450, which a Christmas party would always be, pretty much, they're getting £150 worth with 70% off and £25 free. It's amazing. And have a think about that, 70% off. Where do you get 70% off? I mean, if I walked down the high street and I saw a shop that said 70% off today, I would totally go in, even if it was a DIY. Seriously, I hate DIY, but I'd go in because I think there has to be something in there I need with 70% off. Seriously. And that's not a special offer for right now. It doesn't end on the 17th. That's permanent. We always give 70% off to our hosts. And if you're putting on a bunch of orders, you're the host. So you get the 70% off as well as the 25% commission. It all adds up. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Add to that the fact that I'm going to get on my special soapbox now. Add to that the fact that our products largely contain community fair trade products, which I love. I love the fact that most of our stuff contains community fair trade. It's amazing. Our boxes are made by Get Paper Industries in Nepal. There's a woman there called Beena who joined Get Paper Industries many years ago, and she's worked there for well over 20 years. She never went to school, not one day of school, because she's a girl, and in Nepal that's quite normal. And in fact, in most countries of the world, it is normal for girls not to receive an education. There's worse stories than that as well. She has 2 daughters, Beena, and they both have degrees. That is really unusual in Nepal for girls to have further education, to get degrees. And the reason she was able to put her girls through full-time and further education is because for 20 odd years, she'd been earning a fair trade wage. We made that happen by selling, you know, these lovely products that we love. We made that happen for Beena and her daughters. they have a different future from their mum and their nan and their granddad because of Get Paper Industries and because of Get Paper Industries association with the Body Shop, because we're, for most of these community fair trade partners, we're their biggest source of income, we're their biggest customer. We have Teddy Exports. Oh, I thought I had something on my desk here I could have shown you. Teddy Exports make our bags and I don't know if you've seen the hemp mitt. I really wish I brought it in. The hemp mitt is amazing. The ladies at Teddy Exports in India, they can make 2 of those a day. They get the hemp and they like comb the hemp and they lay it out through the village, because it's not miles, but it's hundreds of meters of this wound hemp that makes each mitt, and they lay it out through the village and it dries in the sun, and they knit it by hand into our hemp mitts. Those hemp mitts, I think they're £8, so with your 10% off, £7.20, and one woman can make 2 of those a day, and we can buy it for £7.20. We can sell it to our customers at £7.20. Don't you think that's amazing? That's amazing. Those women who are sitting there laying out that stuff and knitting those by hand are earning a fair trade wage, can put food on their table and send their kids to school, because we use the hemp mitts, because the vitamin C skin reviver has got camu berry that's picked in the jungle, because we have hair care with moringa from Rwanda and with tea tree from Kenya, and it's really worth looking into this stuff, because it's one of the big differences between us and most of the competition. Not all of them, there are some other ethical businesses as well, but ours is ethical to the core. It started from Anita Roddick, wanting to make business a force for good instead of it just being about she said profits with principles. Couldn't think of the word then. And it's in our DNA. It's what we do. But when you buy a product from the Body Shop instead of from somewhere else, instead of funding some fat cat's yacht, you're helping a mum somewhere get her kids to school. It's what drives me in this job. I think it's amazing. Do you all agree? Does anybody else feel the same way about it as I do? And then we have Coty, our charity, Children on the Edge, which I can't talk about because I'll probably cry. But there's lots of other information about it. So go and find out about these things and share it with your customers. Talk to them about it, because it is amazing. These hemp hand creams, the small ones, the 30ml ones, every time you sell one of these hemp hand creams, £1 goes to Coty. It's fantastic. Sell 2 of those in a week. You've educated and fed 1 child for a whole week. Sell 2 of those. Isn't that fantastic? It's one of our charity products, charity items. I'm having a flush. I'm 58 and it happens quite a lot. Been having them for about 8 years, and I really hope they're going to end soon. Right. What else do I want to show you? Oh, there's some stuff in the chat. Should I be looking? Amy,
Kay,
sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah. Yes, Sabina.
Does the offer still carry on, like the 10% and 20%
Yeah,
with the makeup?
is sort of our baseline. It's usually 10%. Years ago when I joined, we used to have 30% and occasionally a 35 or something. We don't do that anymore. It's usually 10% off.
Is the makeup still going to stay 20%? Or
no, that ends on the 17th.
that ends on the 17th.
Yeah, so the 17th. So if you want makeup, get it now.
Right. And also, can I quickly ask a question?
Yes.
I don't know if it's a good idea to do some leaflets that I can drop into the houses around here. Would
So I
that be a
started.
good
And
idea?
if you search on, I've got some here. There's some in my handbag. See, I've always got samples and leaflets in my handbag because you never know who you might meet. I've got some always. So like the other day, I gave one to a waitress in the restaurant I was in. And I've put QR code. QR codes are amazing. They're brilliant. So somebody can hold their camera over.
Did you do that yourself? Or
yeah. And do you know what? I know loads of people who have them printed professionally. They're all glossy and double-sided and stuff. And I have considered doing it. And then I think, actually, if I got a glossy brochure through my letterbox, it'd probably go in the recycling. If I got one that looks like somebody typed it, I might actually look at it. But that might just be me. What do you think? I think I'm right.
Yeah, I don't.
I think
because I was thinking of doing some leaflets.
Well,
yeah, I was thinking of doing some leaflets.
Go into Region Rainbow.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go into the main part, I'm in guides at the moment, so let's just go back to the normal Region Rainbow, and you see this thing that looks like a magnifying glass. That's your search box. If you click on that and type in leaflet or door drop, or something along those lines, you will actually find, taking a long time to respond, there you go. So that's my leaflet there. So you can plagiarize that if you want, make your own, whatever. So I've actually put, I live in Milverton Road, because that's my address, because I was delivering these just before Christmas. I delivered them to the streets around here. So I thought, if I put that I live in Milverton Road, people are going to think, oh, she lives around the corner, that's handy. If you're delivering them further away, you probably wouldn't put your address, just put, I live in Totton, or don't put anything like that. Another thing that's quite good that I haven't put on this one, but I think is quite a good idea, is especially right now when the new catalogue's about to come out, I would currently put text this number, that's my phone number, text this number with your name and address if you'd like me to drop a hard copy, paper copy of the catalogue round. Because now she's texting you her name and address, you are gathering that data, you're going to stick that in a card index or a book or whatever, and you're going to drop her around a catalogue, which you can collect later on. You don't have to give it to her forever. I mean, that's better ecologically anyway, with a label on with your details so that she can contact you, probably put an order form inside, you get those in your kit, and then when you drop it around, you can have a quick word with her. She might host a party, who knows, or she might place a big order, or she might say, oh, when I finish with this, can I take it into work? And you go, yeah. She wants some samples as well. So you are the designer of your business. You are all grown up, entrepreneurial, self-employed women, and you can do it your way within reason. Stick to the rules of your contract, obviously. But I would say absolutely doing a door drop is a really good idea. When I first started, I did a door drop. I put catalogues and a leaflet, and I did it like, do you remember Betterware? I'd put them all in a plastic cover, and on the front I said, I'll pick this up on Thursday. And I only had 20 catalogues to start with, so I delivered my 20. And on Thursday, when I picked up, I think there were 18. Something that happened. Pardon?
Sorry, I was just talking to my son.
Oh, okay.
Dog's
I
outside.
picked up like 18 of them. I'll pop you on mute a second. I had a couple of orders, and then I re-delivered those 18, and I said, I'll pick these up on Sunday. I just changed the word. And I picked those up, and I got a couple more orders. And I did it a few times until I pretty much run out of catalogues, because out of every door drop you do, you'll get a couple who don't put the catalogue back out for you. And that was in my first couple of weeks, and I got about £100 worth of orders, and then I ran out of steam, and the last lot I never went to collect them. And about 3 weeks later, I got a phone call from this elderly lady, and she phoned me and said, you dropped a Body Shop catalogue into me, but you never came to get it. I've got this order. And I said, I'm so sorry, I must have missed you. Thinking, never mind, did I? So I popped round. £65 order. Thank you very much. She's still a customer of mine nearly 6 years later. She's almost blind. I have to fill in her order form for her. She gives me a check. She's the only person in the whole of my business who gives me checks. So I have to go down the bank with the flipping check, but she doesn't do online banking. And I've been working with her for years, and I'm not going to tell her now that she can't give me a check. The bank still takes them, thank goodness. But yeah, it is a good thing to do. It gets your name out there, and you get some catalogues out there. You get catalogues in your first kit. Most of you probably won't have received catalogues because it didn't come out till Saturday. It came out when we had conference. They will now be in your basket. The next time you go into your either a sales order or the consultant basket of a party order, you'll find them sitting in your basket ready, and just the next time you're ordering something, because you don't want to pay postage for them unless you want them quickly, they'll just add on to your next order.
Will we pay for those? Because obviously when we get the starter kit, they would have been free.
But you probably didn't get any catalogues in your starter kit, did you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So your first lot will be free. So because
Okay.
you're owed them, so they will be sitting in your basket, and that will say 0. So you could just order them with your next thing. They don't pay for the postage for them. The postage is obviously quite costly, but we use DPD for everything. It's quite expensive, so you just add it onto your next order. Amy, you put a question in the chat that I never answered. Are you still there? Because I don't know what it related to now. This is the problem with people I can't see. I don't know if they're still there or not.
I can talk now. I've managed to sort it.
Oh, okay. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry, I missed it. You said, is that something you'd use alone or something to go on afterwards? And I don't know what it related to.
that's okay. It was about the Insta blur.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a primer, so you use it before foundation and stuff, but you can also, if you just want to like a no makeup day, I always say it like just slightly airbrushes your face. The other product that does that to a certain extent is this one, and as you know, because I've mentioned it about 3 or 4 times, this is my favorite product. If I was told I could only have one Body Shop product for the rest of my life, this is the one I would choose. I love this stuff. You don't get it in the kit. It's going to be in the new kit when we change. The Vitamin C Skin Reviver, the next time or the first time you have free shopping or 70% off shopping, seriously consider getting yourself one. It is awesome. I just love it. It leaves your skin so soft. And I'm a lazy moo, so whereas with the Instablay you've got to unscrew the lid and squirt some out, this one's a pump. I do like a pump. Right, I'm going to very quickly show you a little bit of what's on Be Inspired now, because I'm realizing that we are almost at the end of our time. So this is Be Inspired. This is at the company website. So you will have gone on here if you've placed an order yet, or if you had to, if you weren't able to order your kit when you registered, you'll have come on here to do that. You have sales order up here. Most of the time you won't use a sales order. You'll only use a sales order if you need something, you know, you're just ordering less than £150 worth of stuff. So the shipping on a sales order is £3. The shipping on a full party is £5. However, back up here in guides, one of the things in here is, in fact, I can use the search box for it. So direct ship. And I tell you how to, this is my one. So if in doubt, go for the ones written by Kay. Some of the others are brilliant, by the way. I'm not dissing anybody's, but I know what I'm talking about with these. It does tell you how to have a party order delivered to you for just £3. Unless you've got something in the consultant basket and then you can't help it. But if you're just having one basket sent, you can have it for £3. The downside of using direct ship is you won't get lots of free bags. So if you are placing a party order, you will get a free bag for each guest. So I always have. By the way, if you've only joined in the last 24 hours, the parties tab doesn't pop up until 24 hours after you bought your kit or thereabouts. So if you haven't got a parties tab, it's coming. So you can create a party or you can manage the ones you've already got. I'm going to do manage because it's quicker. I always have a party on here called Dummy Party. It's ever so useful for checking whether something's in stock and checking people's addresses and stuff. And this is what the party screen looks like. Has anybody used the party screen yet? Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you too much because guess where you can find instructions on how to do it? And read your rainbow in the guides. In guide 1, there's a video and a written post, both explaining how to do a party order. So I'm not going to go through it too much tonight. But you would add your guests in here for every one of those. I don't know why Jackie's on there twice. For every one of those guests, if they have something in their basket, you will receive a bag for them. You can add direct ship for each person if you want to, but it will cost you £3 per person. So unless they live a long way away, I'd have them delivered to yours and you just pop it round. That way you can also put your business card or a leaflet or a sweep or something, or a sample or something else in their bag and make that personal contact, which is really, really good. If they do live a long way away, what I do, because I know that bodyshop.com offer free postage and packing or delivery on orders over £30, I usually tell my customers I'll give them free delivery on orders over 25. That's my choice. It isn't free, I'm paying it, but I consider it worth it because when their order goes to 25, I'm making enough commission to pay for it, plus which, and I'm going to open another one of these so I can show you something else without losing where I am. Plus which, when they get to £25, promotions, customer promotions. Have you seen the customer specials? They're brilliant. Let's go down. Where's the customer specials? Spend £25 and choose from one of the following collections. So they can have the aloe moisture cream, which I think is £14, and the foam wash, which is £8.50. So total cost those £23.50. They can have those for £14. And most people, if you offer these, will go for it. And there's always choices. So at the moment we're doing skincare because it's January and people are kickstarting their skincare again. Everybody's dry skin in this weather and stuff. So the vitamin E one, the cream cleanser and toner, instead of paying £17, £8. Right, so their order comes to £25. You say to them, oh, you actually qualify for, I don't call it customers, but I've been around a long time now, and I call it the bonus buy because I just like the sound of that better. So, oh, you qualify for the bonus buy. Would you like a cleanser and toner in the vitamin E range for £8 for the two? It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. So there's a really good chance they'll say yes. One thing I should point out, and it does say it down here, the customer specials or bonus buys, you only get 10% commission because they're massively discounted. So, but it bumps up your order. So if everybody adds one of those to their order, it does not make your order a lot bigger and helps you hit your 150, so you get your free shopping. So let's go back to our party screen here. So if you want to know if something's in stock, you can just start to type. Some things it's really hard. If I typed in vitamin E, there'd be too many things that wouldn't all show, but doing peel, ignore that one because that's the old size. But there you go, the vitamin C, the drops of light, the drops of youth. Let's go for the drops of youth because that's the one I had here. And if I were to type in here, drops of youth, it comes up like that, and it's definitely there. If I were to type something that I happen to know is out of stock, that's what you'll get. So you'll know instantly if it's not available. This one's been out of stock for ages. Don't sell that. It's the vitamin C one in the pot. And you'll get to know this sort of thing. There is a daily stock update as well. Again, it's in the guides. Read through and you'll find it. So you'll know instantly if it's in stock. If you actually want to know for some reason if there's plenty left, so let's say it's the sale item. I'm not going to change the item, but let's say it's the sale item. We want to see if there's lots of them. Put in a big number. Okay, we know that you can't buy 1,000 of them, plus which it costs you 14.5 grand. But you know there's lots of them in stock. So in actual fact, that an RM today put on a £19,000 order. She sent an email to loads and loads of companies, and I don't know what she, I'm desperate to find out what she did put in the email. I'm assuming she asked them if they do corporate gifts and stuff for staff or customers, I don't know. And I think she sent it out to a couple of hundred companies, but email's free. And one came back to her and said yes, and they placed £19,000 worth of orders. So she earned like £5 grand on that. Definitely worth doing. Feel free to give that a bash. If you ever do put on a very large order like that, talk to me first, because we need to clear it with head office, because otherwise it looks suspicious. But how amazing is that?
Ask a quick question. You know, when like I've been in Body Shop in Maidstone, and I get like a blue light card, and we get money off.
Yeah, we don't do. You can offer it yourself if you want to, but it come out of your commission. And I do. I've got lots of nurses in my customer group, and I do sometimes give them, to be honest, rather than giving them extra commission, I normally stick something extra in that I've got with my 70% off shopping. But you can make it work. If you're able to make up party orders, you can do that, because don't forget, you're getting 70% off some things, so you can make it work. Just jiggle stuff around, especially if they're all coming to your house, and you can just put them in the bags that you want to put them in. And you know, so you can make it work, and you are perfectly within your rights to do that. That's absolutely fine. Love Your Body card also doesn't work with us, but feel free to make your own loyalty cards. I know that lots of consultants do that. I've never bothered. I've never had a problem doing sales, I'm not gonna lie. I even as an RM, I don't have to do very much sales, but my sales are usually about £1,000 to £2,000 a month, so I've never had a problem getting sales. But I'm happy to put the work in. So you know, I have also had consultants who've joined, and then 3 weeks later they've said to me, well, I haven't earned anything yet. And I go, but you haven't placed any orders. I'm like,
if I wanted to get some more kit, how much would that be? Would that be?
You get 25% cash back, so you get 10% off like the customer does, but you get your commission back into your account a few days later. So
so I've got my starter kit.
Yeah.
If I order some more stuff. Yeah.
Then make up a party value. So I would get some. What I would honestly suggest you do is that you get some orders in and get some stuff with your 70% off shopping. And if you can do it by the 17th, £50 free shopping as well. It's £50 free shopping, you pay 10%, so you'll pay £5 towards that. But you know what? £45 free shopping is all right by me. So I think that's probably most of the things I wanted to cover. Everything else that you need to know is in the guides in Rainbow. There is also, so I'm just going to quickly go back to where I was. There is also in here lots of training. If you go to the home screen, the one when you log in, this is the first screen you see. New consultant training has got some real beauty stuff in it. It's amazing. It's got tips for your first 28 days. That's handy. Your launch party. Very handy. Securing your first 4 bookings again. This is about recruiting. Party observation. So if you want to go to, if you live close enough to a leader or another person, ask them if you can go along to their party. If anybody lives in the Southampton area, come to mine. I do parties quite regularly. How to place party orders again. So there's there's a video version and a written version on Rainbow, and then there's also one on here. So if you do get stuck placing your first party order, there's at least 3 different helps that you can get. And then there is also a section in here, I can't remember how to get to it, where you can contact consultant support should you need to. The phone number for consultant support is actually on your login screen, 08000 929090. It's on your login screen. So if you ever need to ring consultant support, so if it's things like something's missing from your order or something got broken during delivery, that's what you go to consultant support for that. Are there any questions? I realise I've had to prattle through quite a lot of stuff in a short time. I hope this has been helpful. Has it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very. I have got 2 questions for you though.
Oh, brilliant. Go for it, Stacey.
You know, when people have markets or a stall, when they try testing products like hand washes and things that have got soap in, when you wet them and spread that you can't really use wet wipes, how do people get the product off?
You mean sampling stuff like that on a stall?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't sample that sort of thing on a stall. The best things, particularly during COVID, the best things for using for samples are things which are non-contact. So in your kit, you probably got some spatulas, so that will help you.
Yes.
If you didn't, get some wooden tongue depressors or spatulas off of Amazon. But yeah, I think they're back in the kits. They were missing for a while. They're really helpful. But the best things are ones with a pump, so you can dispense it on somebody's hand with no contact, and sprays. So your perfume spray, unfortunately, the cherry blossom strawberry kiss, which you've got in your kit, is being discontinued. But there's a new one coming in, which is very similar. So that one smells exactly, and I do mean exactly like Marc Jacobs. No, sorry, like Jimmy Choo Blossom. You go into
this one.
Yeah, it smells just like Jimmy Choo Blossom, and I believe the one that's replacing it smells very, very similar. What it is we're going completely vegan and completely sustainable packaging. So lots of things are being discontinued and replaced. We've got this wellness range which is coming out next month, sometime soon, first quarter anyway, and that's going to be amazing. So that's, you know, if you've got people who are interested in yoga and wellness and stuff, it's going to be awesome for that. Lots of massage, and so that'll be lovely. But it's all going very, very sustainable. Oh, I'm so jealous, Isabel. Really do with a cuppa. I'm gonna go and get a gin in a minute. Yeah, so there is also another one in there that we do called White Musk Low, which the bottle has changed but the perfume hasn't, and that smells exactly like Marc Jacobs Daisy. So if you like Daisy, you know, the big bottle with like the big flower on the top. Well, ours is a sustainable, really nice, you know, recycled glass with an FFC wooden lid, really sustainable and completely vegan, but it smells just like Marc Jacobs Daisy, which is a very popular perfume. And again, if you were to go into Region Rainbow and search on the word dupes, I think it's under dupes anyway, you will find a list of perfumes that it might be a bit out of date, but definitely worth looking. Basically, whenever you've got time and you're sitting down with a cup of tea, just have a scroll through Rainbow. There's a lot in there. I would also probably recommend joining the Telegram that I just started around Christmas time, because there's so much in Rainbow. A lot of us create posts and stuff. We create content for you guys to use, and it kind of gets lost in Rainbow. So I created this Telegram group. And that just has posts. And there's masses of them in there. A lot of them are to do with the sales. So when that ends on the 17th, obviously you won't be able to use those anymore. But in Rainbow, back into Rainbow again, we also have, oops, hang on. Back in Rainbow, you know, when I said that we had those albums. There is a whole album, so media albums. There is a whole album for 10% off. Stop me and point it out if anybody sees it before I do. Oh, there we go, 10%. So there's 198 photos in there. And in here, oops, sorry, you have got lots and lots of, and these have all got the 10% off taken off. So obviously that was a Christmas one, but the price is still correct. Although actually those are in the sale at £1.75. So worth checking the sale list. We have some awesome stuff in the sale. Those Black Friday bundles, they've got a bundle in there that's worth 90 something pounds and they're doing it for 30. It's definitely worth having a look on Daily Update on Be Inspired. You go to Daily Bulletin, and today they actually put the sale list again. Here we go, click here to view the latest sale list, and you'll find in Rainbow and in Telegram, you will see that there are posts for these. So this is just a list, but there are pictures of them as well. There is actually also in here, so that's the 10% off one. There's lots of, the spa is going, so don't worry too much about spa, but there's lots and lots of pictures you can be using. Don't shove a whole load in your group at once though, because like I say, it makes it really salesy and horrible, but they are there for you to use. But also in here, you've also got lots of blank photos you can put your own prices on, or some of them don't put prices on. It's a really good idea not to put prices on some. This is the new foundations. I'm not in albums, am I? What other albums really useful for you? So you got before and after pictures, National Awareness Day, men, if you want to do a feature on men, fragrance tiles. There's so much, definitely worth having a look through. Easter album, that'll be valid again in a couple of months, won't it? Interaction posts and games and funny posts, things to make your group more interesting. They're all in here. Good night posts. What else we got? Post to tell people in your group that you're placing an order soon. Or I'm putting an order through on Tuesday night. Does anybody need anything? That sort of thing. And I can't remember why I actually came in here. No, it's gone. Again, it's a symptom of being my age. Always check that things are in. Oh, why have we got two men's? Look, I created one, somebody's created another one. I can't remember why I came in here. No, it's completely gone. Oh dear, sorry. But yeah, I think you've probably listened to me for long enough anyway. Is there any other questions before we call a halt?
Yeah, just wondering, do we recycle bottles and tubs and things? Because I know in the Body Shop, they've got a specific line where they do recycle, but I was wondering, with everything else, do they recycle it?
Yeah, the things you can't put in the recycling are things that have had alcohol content, so perfume bottles and hand sanitizers you can't, but everything else you can. But because we're Body Shop at Home, we're all working from our houses, the easiest way to do it is just I collect them from my customers. So hanging on the back of my cupboard door, got a big carrier bag, and I say to my customers, because I don't want them going into the store, so I say, oh, just bring your empties back to me next time you need something. So they come for their next lot of shampoo and conditioner, they bring back their old bottles and I stick them in my bag, and once every couple of months I go into the shop and I actually hand the carrier bag over and the staff put them in, because I'm not going to stand there and do 2 carrier bags worth. They don't mind. But that's another thing, by the way, make a relationship with your local shop, because they love us, because we know, so probably not yet, even just you're brand new out of the box, but once you know lots about the products, the shops love having you to go in and help out. And it's really good because you help the people through with their purchases, and then when they finish, don't poach the customers because the shop won't love you then. When they finish, you go, oh, by the way, did you know when you host your own event you can have 70% discount? And you've got somebody in the shop who's bought, you know, 60 quid's worth of stuff, and people do, by the way, they will definitely be interested in a 70% discount. So definitely worth mentioning it. There's so many things you can do. Have a think about what you could do. Think outside the box. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Find your passion. So for some people it's makeup, for some people it's the ethics, for other people it's amazing skincare. It can be so many different things. It can be the friends you make, it can be the challenges that I put up, the little competitions and stuff that I do to win pin badges and stuff. And I don't know if you can see, I have a whole load of sashes up here. Can you see that? Those are the ones I've won over the years. And I do pin badges into the region. So the first time you win a pin badge, you'll get a lanyard and your pin badge, and after that you can attach all your pin badges. And I've got one one here that I started. Here's one I prepared earlier with some of my recognition pin badges on, and you'll want to, you know, it's fun. It's like being in Scouts. And also I'm very approachable. So if you want to know something, or you've got a really good suggestion and you want to pass it through somebody, go to me or your leader if you've got a leader in between you and I, and talk to us about it, because that's what we're here for. And if that's it, I think I'm gonna call it a night, because I felt like it's been more of a chat than a training session. Let me stop recording.